EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be our visitors taking on our home team. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. And they'll hand off to Hull. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. And they'll run with Hull. And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the 1st down. Avoiding that 3 and out. How vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Let's go now.
A run here with Hull. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They'll try it now with Marks. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Throwing, Duggan. Open man, that's Jaden Higgins. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
And this is an offense that's #1 in the NFL in rushing, and you know that has to be the focus of any game plan defensively. But they can throw it, too, as evidence right there. And they move the chains here on this opening drive.
And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Jaden Higgins, his 6th touchdown of the season. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. They defer to Brown to start the drive. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. From the gun, a give to Brown. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a first down on a gain of 10. They go right back to the ground here, and Brown. Give him a couple on the carry there, second and 8. When you look at this defense, it's a unit that has had all sorts of issues against the pass. Dead last in the NFL, number 32. Oh, his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Second and 10. Here's Duggan to throw. That's caught left side by the tight end, Gray. Look at the big man rumble. And he will take it in for the touchdown. Noah Gray, 48 yards. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. There's a short one pulled in by Sinnott. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. A tough spot here. 3rd and 15. Prescott. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. They will toss to Brown. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Another run for Brown on second down. There he goes, left side. Touchdown. Chase Brown, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And his guys are able to make this a close game again.
You get in a second and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Extra point good by Prater. And that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. To throw is Duggan. Left side, he's got the tight end, Tonjes. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days that they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football? Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they're a full part of the passing game, and we see a lot of big plays as we just saw there.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Duggan looking to throw. Connecting on the out route here with Higgins. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Here we go, set. Ready.
Duggan. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now Hole. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. Duggan will look to throw this. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it, and he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Max Duggan with his 3rd touchdown and 18th on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Sanders now to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them. But go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row.
Picked up by Denzel Ward.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. Duggan now to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Ready.
Option play, a give to Hull. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Let's go now. Oh, yeah, you got it.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
On 2nd and goal, Duggan. Touchdown! Noah Gray. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Sanders on for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, and Prescott his 3rd interception. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Come on.
Operating from the gun, Dugan. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that tough. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. On 3rd down, Marks. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. The kick by Sanders is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time it forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Up next, it's our main event between our visitors and the home team. Jason Sanders is out, ready to kick this one away. And this contest is officially underway. On the return, here's Ray Davis. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. First give of the game here to Chase Brown. And he needed his 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Now here he goes. And they send him out of bounds as he gets this to the opposing 45. That's 16 on the pickup. And that is good for a 1st down. Brown on the inside give. He is down to the 30-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They're going to be working from the red zone as he reaches the 16. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
Then we're going to 53. What do you think?
1st down, here's Dak. Flushed out of the pocket. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Yeah, Billy. 26.
From the gun, a get to Brown. And he's able to take this one in for the touchdown. These guys finish up an excellent opening series. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yeah, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
Now Prater on to send it away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. All set to go now from the 35.
Here we go, here we go.
First give on the ground. It's Woody Marks. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first. Hold now from the gun. He does it. Touchdown. These guys finish up their opening drive. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome a quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. All set to go now from the 35.
Kills, 26.
Here's Brown to start the drive. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And that means first down.
Hey, kill! Everybody, 26.
Here's Brown again. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
Yeah, Billy, 20.
Dak off the play fake. Pass is caught. It's T.J. Hawkinson. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Here we go, 46. Here we go. 26.
Straight ahead, it's Brown. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. That was Jonathan Allen on the tackle.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Give up the gun to Bigsby. The 2nd down run good for 4, and that brings up 3rd down.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation. Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
So the field goal team stays sidelined. They're going to go for this. And the QB keeps it on the sneak. And he will get the first as they touch him down. That big fourth down call is how we close out our first quarter. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. Back with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Time to begin the second quarter, and we'll pick up with what's already been a lengthy possession. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive.
I just love seeing the approach of this entire offense, not settling for anything. Yeah, this running back, he's finding the end zone through the running lanes. Let's give a tip of the cap to the big boys up front because they are setting the tone. 2 drives, 2 rushing touchdowns.
Prater on for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And his guys break that tie and now lead by 7. Now Prater on to send it away. Fielded at the 7. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Offense to the line. Here we go. Man in motion out of the slot. First down, play action. Oh, he loses the football. Oh, man, they are lucky to get this one back on the recovery. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, I've got a little bit of doubt about him.
Finds a seam, left side, he's off to the races. Hits the 20. He makes it in for the touchdown.
Hey, Kate, we're not even to halftime, and this guy has already got a game's worth of success. And the great thing is that, yes, it benefits him individually, statistically, but you know it just sets the table for everybody else because that play-action pass should be devastating.
The extra point is up, and it is good. And these guys tie things up at 14. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Velus Jones now on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Bucket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
Nothing doing on second. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be 3rd and longer. These last 2 snaps, they have forced this drive to what might be its last play here, Brock, and we can confidently say there's not going to be another run here on 3rd down.
Yeah, I think it's time to let the passing game get going and really trust your quarterback here who's got to compensate for 2 negative plays.
First time this game they've looked to him. And that brings up 4th and long.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket. Genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
4th and forever coming up.
Here we go.
They're going for it. Here's Prescott. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
I'm not sure it matters whether you think you've got the perfect play call in that situation. Hey, listen, going for it anywhere inside your own 20, the risk, it outweighs the reward 5-fold, maybe 10-fold.
Running right, it's home. Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
They're throwing it. Almost just had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Back now, pressure coming. Escapes out to the left. And the ground game works for the touchdown.
These touchdowns on the season haven't all looked the same, but boy, has he made a habit of scoring touchdowns on the ground.
Extra point is good by Sanders. And his guys break that tie and now lead by 7. Sanders all set to send it away. On the return, here's Jones. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. All right, they're out and set. Here we go, 1st and 10. This drive will begin with a run by Brown. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL. But it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks. Job well done there.
He doesn't slide down and he pays for it. A big shot sends him to the ground.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm. Especially in a situation like that, it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Prescott now on 3rd down. Taking a deep shot here. He's got it inside the 25. They're going to move the chains after a big play, 39 yards. Well, it has been an exciting one so far as we have reached our 2-minute warning. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. On the give, it's Bigsby. And he carries it in for the touchdown.
You know what a run like that does for everybody, for the play call, for the O-lineman, for the offense? It just gives you confidence that you can call that run again. And not expect a little chunk. Go get explosive on the ground as well.
Prater on for the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And these guys tie this game at 21. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. All set to go now from the 35. Back to pass on 1st and 10. Dumps it off to his running back. And they drop him with a big hit, but that's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chain's moving too. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Handoff goes to Hole, running right. His charge towards the line. That's right around 3 yards. Offense up to the line fast. Throwing it on 2nd down. On him quick, and they bring it down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
The best defensive ends in the NFL, they don't need to win sustained battles to get home. Nope. Sometimes, Kate, all they need is one quick move, and they're into the backfield blowing it up.
As the open man downfield. And this play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. Offense is set. 1st and 10. Now Hall. And good for a gain of 4. It's 2nd down. Moving quickly, trying to get set. Throwing on 2nd. Short pass brought in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. They'll work against the blitz. Setting up the running back screen. He is into the end zone for the touchdown. These guys get some late points and the lead. It is a word broadcasters hesitate to use for a lot of reasons, but 4 touchdowns in 4 drives, Brock. I think we can throw it out here. Perfection thus far.
Yeah, this game will humble you at this level. I mean, this is the best of the best playing it, and you don't normally see this kind of execution and this kind of efficiency, so I understand that word perfection. I will remind everybody, though, it's not how you start, it's how you finish.
On the return, here's Jones. And this gets out to the 30 before he stopped. Just 25 seconds remaining as they get all set up for first down.
Yeah!
All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. Big gain, 14 on the play. And they're going to have a first down now. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. So that's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Going to the ground again on first. And this one's going a long way. Nice win for that defense as they send it backwards. Timeout taken by the offense. Their second.
Welcome in, everyone, to this presentation of the National Football League on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's our visitors and our home team. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. The veteran Matt Prater has this one set to get started. Off we go on EA Sports. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. On the ground from Northwestern, this is Evan Hull. And he did a nice job there, sidestepping tacklers on his way to a pickup of 8. On the run, it's Hull. And nothing doing there. Only back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be early 3rd down coming up. That is caught. Finding Higgins. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A big play on that one. And even 30 yards. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. He's got it at the 7. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. That is a gain of 20. What a chance now. 1st and goal coming up. Here's a run. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line. 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. Oh, man, wide open. He's got it.
And when things haven't been going your way, like they haven't around here recently, Mike, this is exactly what you need. You're looking for a spark. So to take the opening possession of the game, march it down there, and come away with the score, all of a sudden the sideline's a lot more positive. There's a lot more good energy amongst your teammates. Is that the spark they needed to turn this thing around?
To return, here's Ray Davis. Now an opening past the 30. A very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. First run of the game here for Chase Brown. And not much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes. That's a given. But it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine where the ball is going before the ball is even snapped. And you could see with how fast he met the back at the point of attack, he knew exactly what play was coming.
They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. Here's Brown. 1st down and more. He's inside the 35. Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Forced out wide. He keeps it himself. Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line. 10 yards on the scramble there. And he picks up the 1st down. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Oh, tough running there in the red zone. He did not want to go down. And he picks up the first down. It'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah!
Brown. And that play took a little long to develop. They stopped it for no gain at the full.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
That one only good for a gain of 1 to the 2 to set up 3rd and goal.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
They're trying to answer that opening drive touchdown on the other side. The offense stays out, and they go for it on 4th and goal. That is incomplete. The defense coming up big in the red zone. It's a turnover on down. A carry here with Hope. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Now, a short one caught by Tonjes. Down the left sideline. And they will get him down at the 35-yard line. A big play there. 52 yards. We are through 1. 7-0 is our score. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. They'll run. It's home. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
3rd and long. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Short throw, caught by the tight end, Gray. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. They've got it at the 8, 1st down and goal. Here's a toss, right side, and he's in.
So you look back a week ago, Mike, and that tough loss, and you can already see this is a much different group. There's a different focus, there's a different clarity, there's a different operation in and out of the huddle. They look sharp, motivated, and 2 drives later, they've got 2 touchdowns, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. Velus Jones now on the return. Oh, he's got room past the 30, past the 40, to the 20. And he's going to take this all the way back. 93 yards. It is a touchdown. You talk about a response. After the offense goes down the field and gets a touchdown, the special teams unit comes back to get the 6 right back from the other side.
And I've been there, Mike. You find yourself on offense, you watch your opponent go down and get a touchdown, and you're saying amongst each other, you're saying, hey, we're going to get the ball back. Let's go get one of our own. But in this case, the return unit says, no, offense, you stay on the sideline. We got this. And they go back and get a score of their own.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. to throw here to begin the drive. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. DeForest Buckner brings him down. He'll try to get this one on the ground. And he's got it. He'll move the chains. First down at the 47.
I like that call on third down, keeping the ball on the ground. You see so often these defenses, Mike, on third down, they bring out more defensive backs. They bring out some smaller bodies. They're anticipating third down pass. There's a lot of opportunities to take advantage of it with third down run.
Here's a toss as they look to run. Angling to the sideline, inside the 35. And he will get into the end zone. Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And, Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about, and they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him, and that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
Jones now on the return. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
Yeah,
A carry here for Brown. He's inside the 30. And he will score. Well, that's a way to start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series. They've come out on this series, Greg, with the right answer for the touchdown.
And, Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with the run play is to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley, he took it, and he's off to the races for 6.
Safe kick taken at the 5. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22.
Here we go, set.
They'll begin here on the ground. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Dorian Williams in to make the play.
Ready up.
From the 25, here's 2nd down and 7.
Go.
He'll drop to throw. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Jaden Higgins, the intended receiver. 3rd down coming up. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. Now this offense going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll get a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down. Now they'll set up to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. Back to the air one more time. Over the middle, that's the tight end, Gray. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And he's got another one. And make it 3 touchdowns. Now, remember, he caught the one earlier. That his second rushing touchdown of the game.
And, Mike, this is what every offense is searching for out of the running back position. Can you impact the game equally on the ground as you can through the air? And that's exactly what this guy has done so far today.
Jones now on the return. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Brown. And it's a short pickup to about the 42. Carson Schlesinger there on the stop.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Prescott on 1st down. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. And the visitors are going to get the football here as it'll come out to the 20.
Ready. Set up.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now, screen set up for Marks. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. He'll run it as the USC man, Woody Marks. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
Here we go, set. Ready.
On the toss, they'll run. Took that one outside, waiting for that cutback lane, but it never developed. No gain on the carry.
Ready.
3rd down and 9.
Let's go now. 19 Tiger.
Back to throw. Batch taken in by Hall. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Now the offense will use their 3rd and final timeout. Clock says 25 seconds till halftime.
Go.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. And he's into a slide to avoid the contact. Does so successfully, and it's a 1st down. Out to his right. That is brought in at the 10. And he will score!
Just a really nice job, Mike, especially just staying poised. Pressure situation, you know how important it is to steal some points before the half. But everybody's in control. Everybody understood the situation and the clock. And they're able to finish that half in style with that late touchdown.
Final second now of this 1st half as this one is away. Jones now on the return. And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this 1st half. Very one-sided 1st half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. Jones now on the return. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. Now Brown. sideline at the 35. Gets to the edge at the 30. And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 77 yards. It's a touchdown. Now Prater tacks on the extra point. He knocks it through. And his guys back within a couple of scores. It's 35-21. So now Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. Here comes a return from the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
Ready up.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Ready.
Drive will start on the ground, and he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. The hold closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 6. Now, faking the give, he'll air one out for Higgins. He will go all the way. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
The extra point by Sanders is good. And the visitors will extend this 3rd quarter lead. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. And the kicking team right there, stopping him before he can get to the 15-yard line. They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
What do you think?
They'll run here with Brown. Big run here. He's tackled beyond the 35-yard line. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play.
Yeah.
Dak can throw it here on 1st down. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down. Prescott now. And he'll let it go deep for Johnson. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. Prescott. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Jonathan Allen. He's in there to drop him. And it leads to 4th down. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. Oh, the blitz gets there. He is sacked. And they turn it over on down.
Yeah, when you find yourself down big here in the 2nd half, you have to maximize every possession. And that's exactly what the coach tried to do, going for it on 4th down. Give yourselves a chance to cut into this big lead. But it's the defense that came through again with a huge stop. And that's going to make their chances of coming back that much more difficult.
He'll let this go towards the end zone. That is hot. What a throw.
And while everyone's going to focus on the play downfield, this touchdown, Mike, it ultimately occurs because of the protection up front. They do a great job picking up the blitz, and with those extra few seconds, that's all the time he needs. Finds his man streaking downfield, open, and when great awareness meets great scheme, all you need is great execution.
Jones now on the return. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40.
There we go, going to 53. Watch out. There we go. 26.
And a good one here on the ground across midfield. Let's give him 9 for the carry. 2nd and inches.
Yeah, 26.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's going to have a first down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
He'll turn and hand this one off. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. It's going to be 3rd. They need 1.
Yeah, 26.
That's not going to work either. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Kill. Lean. We're going to 50. Yeah, Billy.
They'll try and run for it.
And these plays, the decision of what they're going to call, Mike, it was decided days ago. They have on that play call sheet that you see from the offensive coordinator, they have an entire category just devoted to these situations. They know the players are going to be confident, they're going to be able to execute, and they're able to move the chains.
Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a first down. He connects with Palmer on that one. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
Yeah, Billy, go.
Now again, up the middle, and he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Now a 3rd and 2.
Yeah, 26.
Operating from the gun. Here's Dak. That one taken in. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. This will pay off with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
That's pulled in, and they're able to tack on the 2-point conversion.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
So now, Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. On the run, it's Hull. Room to run at the 35. Down the sideline, past the 40. And he is gone. 80 yards for the touchdown. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. Sanders here for the extra point. He's got it. And the visitors will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. On the return, here comes Davis. A good return as he takes it across the 30. Here's Brown. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes. Now this offense can use the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before third down. Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on third down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on fourth down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
He's got this complete. That's Smith. And he will take this one in. 76 yards. It is a touchdown. Prescott will bring up his guys for this two-point attempt. He'll swing that out wide. And he'll get into the end zone and get this one a couple of points closer. Down 3 scores, and it's late. They're going to need a few bounces to go their way. They'll start right here, trying to get an onside kick.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the fourth quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. This is intercepted. Picked off by Roger McCreary. And this defense comes through with the turnover.
And on a possession where the offense really had their way on the ground, they got to kind of go back to the drawing board and say, is it worth putting the ball in the air? Yes, we want to generate points. We want to push the ball downfield. But none of that matters if you're going to keep turning the ball over.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it. Try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll stick with him again. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play. 3rd and long.
Here we go. 26.
From the shotgun, it's down. On the run to the right. And that is incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on third down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
That's going to be caught. And he's going to be out of bounds down at the 30. How's that for a big decision paying off? A gain of 28 yards on 4th down. 1st down. Prescott in trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Carson Schlesinger. He gets in for the sack. It took a while, but that is his 1st on the year.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack. Watching him throughout this game has been incredible, Mike. I mean, I've loved watching him perform. The reality is it just hasn't impacted the outcome of the game. It's really been a wasted individual effort.
And he's in! Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way. Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and The result, 2 points. Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Pass right side, and Higgins has the catch. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a first down. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Let's go now.
They'll drop to throw. He will stay in bounds to keep the clock moving as he goes down on his own. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's first and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Carry here with Hull. And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's first and goal coming up.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most.
A run on first and goal. And that play took a little long to develop. They stop it for no gain at the 4. Now here's second and goal.
Go!
They'll go with him again. And he's going to go backward, taken down at the 6. Now this defense will use a third and final timeout. Clock will stop with 35 seconds to go. One final chance for this defense. And here's third down. No chance at all. He'll go down. Gordon Battle from his secondary spot makes his way in and takes down the QB.
Up until this point, this pass rush has been pretty non-existent, so a pretty good time in the game to get their first sack. They're trying to get off the field and give the ball back to their offense and see if they can pull off this comeback.
Jason Sanders on to try the field goal. This from 30 yards out. Sanders' kick is good. And the visitors will extend their lead. So it's a win for our visitors. They bounced back from the loss last week, really put in a determined effort, and will come away with the victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.